So we saw a very, very weird clip. And like, again, I'm not somebody that's out here watching the Unapologetically Angel podcast. I'm not. If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, great. At the end of the day, there is a podcast. There is going to be a podcast. There's going to be a YouTube channel. There's going to be a Twitter account for everybody. That's the reality we live in. There are enough people with microphones, cameras, and are willing to talk for you to have someone, find someone that you enjoy. But this is just weird. This is just really, really, really weird. So, this is what Shaquille O'Neal said about Angel Reese. Let me start it here.
Imagine you in
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, dunking.
I just look at her. She just goes, oh. Like, and that's the worst thing where it's like, this is the one time you can see by the reaction that I'm like, there's definitely two different versions. Like, when it comes to Angel Reese, the on the court and off the court stuff is like, obviously two different things. And you can tell in that moment, she's like, basically that the on the court has nothing to do with all the off the court. Like, when she's on the court, take her seriously as a basketball player. When she's off the court, whatever, do whatever she wants. Like, again, like, there's a reason why she's all those social media followers. I'm not going to give an opinion on the off the court stuff at the end of the day, because I think everyone has said it best, where it's like, if the off the court stuff doesn't affect the on the court stuff, she's growing her brand. She's got deals with some of the biggest brands in the world at this stage. Like, I don't care. I don't think anyone else should care, as long as the ball is not affecting the basketball.
You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
what?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Bro, Billy the dunk.
But like, Shaq just kept going on, and she's just like, all right, no, all right, no. Oh my God. Like, it is Shaq basically saying everything that she's, and it's the funniest thing where it's like almost everything that she's like claimed to be, say, a negative coming from the Caitlin Clark fans. Her quote unquote father figure has just done the same thing there. And that's where it comes from Shaq, where it's like, he was meant to be a father figure. And for a father figure to say that is horrible. Like, it's absolutely, absolutely horrible. And look, you don't even have to be the biggest fan of Angel Reese to notice that. People are talking about the age gap, the fact that Shaq is, 30 years older than Angel Reese? Whatever even about the age gap. Like, Shaq was a mentor for Angel Reese from the time she was a teenager. Because, maybe not teenager, maybe 20. Shaq is the reason why Angel Reese signed with Reebok. Shaq's the reason for so many things in Angel Reese's career. And then that goes and happens. Like, it's horrible. It just is. It is. And look, by the way, if, for example, she brought on, I don't know, just hypothetically anyone other than Shaq, and they said that in the podcast, it's still not a good look. It's still really, really not a good look at all if someone else was brought onto the podcast and that was said. But it's for the fact that it is a father figure for Angel Reese. Somebody that, like, if I was her, I would consider leaving Reebok at this minute. Because she could go to, like, I don't know, she could go to somewhere else. Maybe not Nike and get a signature shoe. Maybe not Adidas and get a signature shoe. But she could go to, if she went and contacted, I don't know, that 361 degree or 36 degree, whatever it is, the one Jokic is with, they make some cool shoes. She could get a signature shoe with them. You know, whoever makes they've already got the AOR 15, the Austin Reeves shoe. Why not the AOR5s, the Angel Reese's? So the AOR15s, you get the AOR5s for Angel Reese's. So, like, she could get a signature shoe with any brand. But it really just is. Like, it's kind of sad to see. Because I'm somebody, again, I grew up, I'm 26, or 20, geez, I'm 28 years old now. I'm 28 years old. I grew up with Shaq being like this lovable player and kind of goofy player, and not the version of Shaq we see at the minute, the Shaq that just seems to hate every modern NBA player, and then the Shaq who saying stuff like this, and it's just such a pity. It's such a pity when it's like Shaq's publicly come out and called Angel his niece. Shaq is a mentor. Shaq has been a mentor to Angel Reese. And then the first chance he gets publicly, really, to be in a room talking with her, he goes and says that. Like, look, it's bad. Like, it's one thing when people say it on social media that don't know Angel Reese. It's one thing when people in the sports media will say it on social media. Like, that's one thing. And is it right when that happens? No, obviously not. But it's a complete other thing when it's Shaq, and man, like, I hate it. Like, as somebody that grew up loving Shaq, and even the first couple of years on Inside the NBA, like, I was a huge Shaquille O'Neal fan. I have a Shaq Miami jersey as a Heat fan. I have a Shaq Phoenix Suns jersey. I did have a Shaq Celtics jersey. Was it either Celtics or Cavs? One of them as a kid. I had one of those jerseys as a kid. And, like, I'm in Ireland. I didn't have that many jerseys growing up. I had a lot of Shaq jerseys, though. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is normal? Do you guys think this is awful? Do you guys think this is just people overreacting? But, yeah, it's disappointing to see. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't hate any of these players. I don't even hate Kennedy Carter. If you're asking me who the WNBA player I dislike the most is, it's probably Age Wilson. But I don't hate Age either. But yeah, that's just so disappointing. It's so disappointing. And more so as a, like, person who still maybe had a little bit of hope. That the Shaq maybe wasn't as bad as he just seemed on Inside the NBA, and maybe.